Praying is so good, fasting is so good, everything is good, in the eyes of the Lord and also to us. But until we come to realize that most times we use praying so much, fasting as a manipulation tool to make God do things to us or for us. Or it can be like, I can say manipulation, or into bribing God, thinking that if I fast for like 20 days or like 7 days, 10 days, things will be in order. And this is for like so many people, even me, my old self included. I used to think like when I want my things to be in order, or I want certain things, I'll first come to think of fasting. Let me go and fast. Or let me pray. Yani, give me 3 days. This thing will just, come through like that. But I started to change my mindset when things didn't go the way I wanted them to go. There's a certain way we make prayers, but then there's a certain way we want to be answered also. Yeah, we all agree to this. You can pray for a specific thing and you want exactly the same. I don't know how to put this, but there's a way we expect answers to come. And if they don't come the way we want them to come, it's a disappointment. It's a hurt. And I've been there myself. I've been hurt. I've been so disappointed because I expected God to come the way I wanted him to come through. So after some time being so disappointed and stuff, I asked myself, like, wait, is me God or God God? If we are to think every time we want God, God, I want this, and God does it. God, I want this, and God does it. God, I want that, and everything comes the way we want. Who is God? You or God? Because if you are at a point you want everything you want is being done exactly how you want, then you are the God. You are the God, and God is not God, because it's like you're ordering him to do things the way you want. It may look like humbling thing to pray and want things our way, but if you think about it very carefully, it's like idolizing prayers and fasting to be a tool to stay in a place of God. So after so many years, this has come down to, my mindset has come down to knowing as much as we pray, as much as we fast, as much as we do everything, it comes down to the grace of God. It comes down to the mercies of God. It comes down to the will of God. And also it comes down to the timings of the Lord for our answers and for everything to stay at its place. And actually, if you want the perfect will of the Lord, all those has to be in place. So let us stop having this notion of, if I pray like this, things will come. If I fast like this, it's one must come. Of course, things are happening. We fast, things are happening. We pray, things are happening because of the mercies of the Lord, because of the love of the Lord, because he decided to do things, because he is who? He is God. If we can do things our way and get away with it, I can say like that, then we are the God. That's why he says, my ways are not your ways. My thinking, thoughts are not like yours. Let us read this together, because that just came out of my head. Isaiah 55, 8 and 9, it says, for my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways. That is the Lord saying, declares the Lord. As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts. If we sit down and just meditate on this, we will come to a point of praying or fasting and just surrender to the will of God. We won't have this notion of, I want this and I want it exactly to come like this. God's ways are not our ways. The way we think, it's not the way God thinks. Very far, very far, very far. So may God help us. Praying is good. Submitting your prayers, submitting your desires to the Lord, it is good. But in the end, we have to leave it into the God's hands to do exactly how He sees fit, according to His will and His timing. Because He says, I, the Lord, will do it at the right time. Even Jesus Himself, He taught us how to pray. On Luke, you can check this. Luke chapter 22, 40, yeah, 42. Let's go to 42. You can read the whole story. But 42 says, Father, if you're willing, take this cup from me, Jesus. Yet, not my will, but yours be done. Here it showed Jesus wanted something else. Jesus wanted not this cup too, but He realized it's not about Him. It's about the will of the Father. That's why He finished with, yet not my will, but yours be done. This is how we should go about prayers. This is how we should go about prayers to God. I want this marriage, Lord, I want to get married. But your will be done. You can want to be married and you have your specifics. Of course, it's good to have your specifics and whatnot. But God may have something else which is better than that. You may find yourself like ngangania, you katalambano to the point you ngangania your answer. You're clinging to the way you want that answer to be. This person, Lord, this person, I want this person. You're praying for marriage, yet you're ngangania this person. You already chose your answer. Let us learn to give God the space of doing His will after praying, as Jesus did. Not my will, but yours be done. If it was my will, let this cup be away from me. But not as I desire, but your will be done. Thank you.